Come outside.
How's it? Hey Moose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Okay. It's Monday, July 29th. And boy am I all watching. I set it all up, this little thingy, and then I break it down. So every morning I'm setting it all up. And don't forget anything. And now I'm especially like that because I wiped out my whole laptop. I had to erase everything to change operating systems. And now when I tried to put the backup back on, I had extra problems. And I thought at one point, I thought I lost everything. Like all the apps. God, no. I think they're all back now after just like a day and a half of and so once again, a little public service announcement. If you do computer stuff, whether fun or work, do a full computer backup. Get your external drive, plug it in, follow directions, and make a backup. It's with Mac OS stuff, it's Time Machine. Just do a Time Machine, but you gotta have something that it erases, so you have a dedicated little external backup. The other thing is like, oh my gosh, lighting. No,
You shouldn't be here.
Lighting. See, I'm wearing.
Who is he?
Okay. And try to be short here now. Color grading, which is basically making flesh tone look like flesh tone, and then light and dark, depending on artsy you want to get. So I'm wearing a gray T-shirt. So it color grades because these are automatic light balance. I go like that, it balances. If I use a lightsaber, it's a brighter light, and then it'll try to balance like. And I got a black light, so the color balance is always going to be weird. And I try to make these what they call saturated or hot. So I usually put the color up. So it's like. So that's a lost cause, as in other people try to make it a dang science to get exactly that. And then the look to be more cinematic. Hey, cinematic, whatever looks like the movies to you. So there, all that aside. Oh, and now try to be short. Oh, that's kind of like the vlog and news. I mean, that's the vlog. The news is they're still doing the political stuff. They're still whining about I don't know, everybody's performance or everybody's optic, and it's getting into a thing because basically people are worried I don't know why it's not such a clear-cut thought in people's mind, considering what will happen if Trump got elected. And they're promising to do stuff, and they say it outright because I said it, and that the dictator. I'll just be a dictator for a day. Nobody's dictator for a day. There's no such thing as that. The guy's going in full force, changing everything, and we might not have like what we know as a fair voting, America. What did he say? He said something like to the Christians, "Come on, Christians, get out there and vote." Some evangelical bloc, I think come on, get out there and vote, you Christians, because you won't have to do it ever again. Like, it'll be fixed next time, and you won't have to vote ever again. What?
Nobody knows. That's mine.
So there's some spooky things being said, and I believe they're going to do it because it's power madness, and that's all. And he wants to be like. Anyways, okay. Hawaii's got news, and I don't know what it is, so we're going to find out what that is. Let's go Hawaii news quickly. It's Monday. Oh, it's Mongoose Monday. Yeah. And I gotta take my mom to the dentist pretty soon. Hawaii news. Look, Wimpac is on. So by land, by sea, by air, we will never surrender. It's kind of like a Churchill thing going. So yeah, air, land, sea, that's the Navy. Wait, it's Air Force, Navy, Marine, Army. Because the Marines were like soldiers that went transported by the Navy, so they were Marine soldiers. And anyways, what am I doing? Wimpac participants. Let me explain the branches of the military, where they come from. So they got their cool little camos and the kind of tropical camo, but then they got the desert colored backpacks. I guess that's one of those things they gotta iron out there. Iron and Wimpac. It's not matching camo. Maybe. I don't know. Wimpac is about that. So there's like, I don't know. It says
Philippine Marines hopped over the Marines. So the Philippine Marines from the Philippines?
Anyways, a whole bunch from all different countries, and they're all like playing war games. So they're like on top of it when the real hit the fan. You know, China, Taiwan, Korea, North Korea, stuff like that. That's specific worries. And in the sports, there's the Olympics. The Biles undetermined. Some people are winning.
That's mine.
I think the fencing, U.S. fencing is winning. Oh, Ghost Box is just all. I'm ready to give it another chance. What? So, like, people are starting to win, and it's not quite sure who, but this is women's soccer. See, they get the mind meld with the ball there, and someone in the pool swimming. And then, of course, there's basketball, which apparently is an Olympic sport now. Help me. Next. Well, surfing's an Olympic sport now. Hey, just relax. A little back in the day. Remember back in the day? 1985, when you want to relax, you don't know how to do an Olympic sport, so you got that little ball, catch the ball in the cup thing. I remember those.
Not feeling well.
They had their time in the elementary school. I didn't do that. The ball attached to a string in the cup. I guess it doesn't even have a name. Oh, it's a game of kendama. So now you know. That's kendama. And it comes from Japan.
And we can look for something like,
Political cartoon. Mr. Trump, Kamala has agreed to debate. Oh, he's hiding under his Mar-a-Lago giant bed, right? Okay. I'm hiding. You can't see me. Time for a debate. Because I think now, that's gonna be just smashing. The mistakes of going on full attack that Biden mistakenly didn't do, because Biden was trying to be all, I'm a decent man and I will run a decent campaign. And he didn't go on the attack. Oh, I didn't see that one. Two bad presidents. Should we do the VP Vance and the Claus and the cat lady? I think we did that one already. Let's do this one. See, because why is this is pro-Trump stuff? So Harris not qualified for presidency. Trump is. With a world on fire, war in Europe and Middle East, and no, China, not dog, and China on the march, whom do you trust? A strong leader who has already been tested, someone who has shown he's ready and capable to stand up for America. Or are you willing to trust your future to someone who has no experience or credibility among world leaders? Someone who was entrusted to secure our own borders and not only failed miserably, but showed no real interest. When the Democrat power brokers finally realized their candidate has no path to victory, they threw Joe Biden under the bus and handed the country a replacement who was chosen based solely on gender and race instead of someone qualified for the toughest and most important job in the world. You may not like his name-calling or angry tweets, but this is not a personality or beauty contest. Lynn Miller, thank you for your contribution from Mililani talking in, I guess, uncle voice there. Thank you, Lynn.
No.
Oh, gosh. Kamala Harris is not based on her selected. So they're trying to say what they call a DEI, diversity, equality, integration, inclusion. That's what it is. DEI, inclusion. So it's like that diversity clause. It's like the reverse prejudice call. She's trying to, like they're trying to paint this thing. Kamala Harris is not a DEI hiree. And if they were a DEI hiree, they better fire them because they're only hired for their race. And we don't want that race. And we don't want to include them forcibly when they're not qualified to shut down the border. So, no, she was in California, a very diverse population and very huge population. And look at Arnold. And she made it up to this, the district attorney, I believe, and then became like, I don't know, up from there, Senate or whatever the heck. And so, yeah, she was, it's tough to get to be in office in California in the first place. She's partially black, partially Asian, partially Caucasian, so she's a mixed kind of boy dog. It's in a sense of something like that. I don't know. It's the Asian part I don't understand.
Where am I?
But anyways, and she's a woman. Oh my gosh, that too, right? So all of those where you have to have a special compensation laws, DEI, in order to just get a job at Disneyland. No, she was just to claim that is a racist claim. You know, she's not qualified, she's DEI, you know, but they're softening it by saying, you know, she's just not qualified and all. Nah, she's definitely well qualified and all that. And she's not going to shut the borders.
What is this?
Right. Yeah. So she failed at the borders. And she's not trusted with world leaders. It's you know, here's the thing that bugged me, one of these things that bugged me. Trump is not president. He's not president.
Donald.
And he's going through trials and federal trials, and the only ways he's getting around that is by manipulating judges. And by the way, the Florida document case is going to be overturned for sure. It's going to be back on. Special prosecutor's going to go back, and it's going to be back on. They sort of dismissed it, but it's going to go up to the appellate court. It's going to be put back into action. So that's going to go back. The 34 counts, I know all that stuff. And you know, Trump is just like, what the heck? He's meeting with Netanyahu, the Israel prime minister, in what, Mar-a-Lago? Netanyahu's talking to Trump. Netanyahu's just opportunist.
If Trump wins, he's over there talking and negotiating with Trump. But what is Trump, not president, negotiating with the prime minister of Israel?
In a controversial issue in America, not for Israel. Well, it is in Israel too. That's a big problem because it's not a popular war. Go figure. Anyways, there's a letter writer that's just it's trying to spin the same things that MAGA is doing. So watch out. I think I'm just gonna watch out for the cat lady here or something. Anyways, it's Monday. Just relax. I'm gonna try to make sure this goes on. Okay, ready, set. Okay, aloha. Okay, is it working? No, wait. What happened? There. Okay, aloha.
Where am I?
Where am I?
Please go.
How come that little thing didn't work? Aloha. Aloha. Okay, I'm gonna have to insert it by hand later. Okay. Aloha. Bye now. Aloha.
You can't understand.
Huh?